Hey BC, how's it going? It's Will, and this is actually gonna be take 2 of a video that I just did a few minutes ago that didn't go well because it seems like my audio was completely messed up in my previous video. But anyways, I was gonna do a seal to reveal of the Ramones single set that I talked to you about in my last video in my Record Store Day haul 2017, and I did do the actual opening and everything, but again, there was something going on with the video that wasn't actually recording the sound for some reason. But so I'm not gonna be able to show you the actual opening of the box set itself, but I will show you the full box set and everything that comes into the single set of the singles box from the Ramones that came out exclusively for Record Store Day back in April in 2017. And this one, just so you know, it has the first 10 singles of the Ramones out of the first 4 albums and one of the singles from the Rock and Roll High School movie. And here's the box. It comes in like a nice hard cardboard box, and it has the names of all the tracks. And it looks like they kept kind of like the same design that they used during the reissue of the first self-titled album that came out last year in 2016. I also made a video about that one if you want to check it out. Thick box, kind of like a cigarette style. And in the back you get all the track lists or all the singles that are included, 10 singles. And you get first Blitzkrieg Bop, I Wanna Be Your Boyfriend, Swallow My Pride, Sheena Is a Punk Rocker, Rockaway Beach, Do You Wanna Dance, Don't Come Close, Needles and Pins, Rock and Roll High School, and I Wanna Be Sedated, the mono version of I Wanna Be Sedated single, and with their respective B-sides here as well. Really cool design. I really dig the box set, very thick, very heavy, and it does come with that barcode with the silhouette of the Ramones logo. And it is limited edition to the hype sticker that I'm going to show you in the next few minutes says that it's 6,500 copies, and I did get copy number 3,844 right there. You can see it. I don't know if you can see it there. It's kind of hard to see. Some silver. But yeah, really cool box. And again, if you didn't watch my Record Store Day video, I did manage to get most of the things that I really wanted for RSD back in April. But there was one thing, this box set right here, that I couldn't get because it sold out really quick at my local record store. Fortunately, I went to a different record store the week after Record Store Day. I talked to the owner, and he told me that he might be getting one, and indeed he did get this copy. And of course, I jumped all over that opportunity because I'm a huge Ramones fan, and I had to get it. And I actually don't own that many singles from the Ramones from this era. They're kind of hard to get, and they're really expensive as well if you get them the original copy. So yeah, really glad to have this singles box set. Let's go ahead and check it out. It opens like this, like I showed you before, with the cigarette style box, and inside you get all the 10 singles plus a booklet that has like all the information about the I guess the track list on the 10 singles. And like I said before, they kept the original design from the reissue that came out last year on the self-titled album with the pink and black and gray colors. It says singles box, and you get a picture of all the singles here on one side, and the track list and the information about, or the credits I guess, on all the 10 singles. And what's cool is that some of the singles, actually, they kept it with the original design. They didn't create picture sleeve for some of them. There's 3 singles that come without picture sleeve originally. They came without picture sleeve originally. They kept the same design. They didn't add something weird on those 3 singles. They just kept them as the original. So very cool that they actually kept those ones as well. And the back of the booklet. And let's go ahead. I'm going to show you the 10 singles. So let's go ahead and check it out. The very first single by the Ramones, Blitzkrieg Bop, came in without a picture sleeve and just the standard black vinyl with the classic side record labels, and all the singles in this box came with the black vinyl and the standard side record labels. And the B-side here is a song called Havana Affair from 1976, from the first self-titled album from the Ramones. And I did put I usually keep my hype stickers. Here's the hype sticker, or how the hype sticker looks from that came in the shrink wrap, in the outside shrink wrap, and it says Gabba Gabba Hey, contains replicas of 10 classic Ramones 45s, 1976 to 1980, individual numbered, limited edition of 6,500 copies. And I did check it out to see how if they look any different compared to the original ones. I do not own the original ones, but I actually own only 2 copies of the original ones, which I'll show you in the next few minutes. But I did want to see if there was something different about the labels, or if they had something else that was kind of off compared to the originals, comparing the originals with the reissues from this year. And the only thing that I noticed was that it says in the very small text here in the label, it says this compilation 2017 Rhino Entertainment Company. So it does say that it's a reissue, but it also has the original date of the single itself. It says 1976 Sire Records. So it looks like they did keep almost everything as the original ones, but they did add the credit that it is a reissue, so you can't tell that it is a reissue. All right, next single, I Wanna Be Your Boyfriend. Love this tune. Is, in my opinion, is a classic Joey Ramone lyric for a song. Love it. I've never seen this copy of this one, of the original ones, in the past, out in the wild. Really cool picture of the original band members, or the classic lineup of the Ramones. Johnny, Joey, Didi, and Tommy. In the back, another really cool picture of the band playing live. And the B-side is 2 songs called California Sun and I Don't Wanna Walk Around With You, recorded live at the Roxy in LA. So yeah, like I said, I don't have the original ones, so I can't compare it to see if it looks any different, but I think they kept it as the original ones with the black vinyl and the Sire record labels. Alright, the third single, Swallow My Pride. And this one came out in 1977, also on Sire Records. And another cool picture of the band. Classic Ramones lineup. In the back you get the classic logo of the Ramones, also with the classic lineup with Tommy here in the logo. And the B-side is a song called Pinhead. It's just a great tune by the Ramones. I think everybody loves that song. And black vinyl, classic Sire record labels. Alright, the fourth single. And who doesn't like this song? Who doesn't love this song? One of the best songs by the Ramones. Sheena is a Punk Rocker. Classic tune by a classic band. Really love this picture. Check it out. Again, the classic Ramones lineup from the Ramones second album, Leave Home. That you get some promo information here in the back from the first 2 albums. And the B-side is a song called I Don't Care. Love those 2 songs. Really glad to add this one to my collection. Again, I don't have that many 45s from the Ramones from the 70s. Black vinyl, Sire record labels. Let's check out the 5th one. And this one is my favorite Ramones song of all time. And this is Rockaway Beach from the 3rd album, Rocket to Russia. Again, I've never seen the original one out in the wild, so really glad to add it to the collection. Another cool picture of the classic Ramones lineup. And in the back you get some promo information of the first 3 albums. And the B-side is a song called Locket Love. And it says don't miss the Ramones' first 2 albums as well. So I guess they use the singles also as promo for the older albums. And it also has the Ramones fan club address. I don't know if they still have it. Maybe they're still running it or not. I don't know. Maybe they kept it as the original one. But it is out in Old Chelsea Station in New York City. So yeah, very cool to have this one also in the collection with the black vinyl, Sire record labels. All right, let's check out the next one. Another picture sleeve of Do You Wanna Dance? Also from Rocket to Russia. And I have seen this one, this singles, the originals of this singles before in the past at record stores or at record fairs, but I never picked them up because they're usually really expensive. So really glad to have this one at least as a reissue. Again, in the back, the promo information of the first 3 albums. Kind of interesting to see a different design of the second album, Leave Home. I'm not sure why they did that, or maybe it's a different edition of the album. And it also has the fan club, the address right there. And again, the black vinyl, classic Sire record labels. Alright, the next single, actually I do have a copy of the original one, which I'll show you to see how they compare the original ones with the old ones, or the original ones with the new ones. And this is Don't Come Close from 1978, from the 4th Ramones album, Road to Ruin. The back very similar with the promo information from the first 4 albums. And the B-side is a song called I Don't Want You. Again, black vinyl, classic Sire record labels. So now let's compare it with the original one. This is the reissue from the new box set from Record Store Day 2017. This one right here is the original one that I picked up from a record fair. I did pay $15 for this one. Pretty good price because they usually go up for really expensive, the Ramones singles from the 70s. And let's check it out. Let's see if there's any different about the picture sleeve. It looks exactly the same. The only difference that I can tell right now is that this one is kind of like a thinner paper. This one is a thicker kind of paper. Not much difference after that. And the back also the same. The only difference is the yellow text in the bottom of the reissue version. And it does say 1978 Sire Record Company. Pretty much the same thing, but more information manufactured and printed in the USA. That's the only difference. Everything else looks the same. And I did want to check the vinyl itself to see if there's something different as far as the actual labels. Let's check it out. The one that I just showed you is the reissue. This one right here is the original one. And of course the original one is not going to have any information about the reissue. It just says Sire Records, marketed by Warner Brothers, 1978. So you can see right there. The reissue looks like this. Looks the same, it just has more text in the bottom. And the original one, let's see. I guess this is a promo copy that I have right here, so it might be some differences compared to the non-promotional copy. But as far as the dead walks, this one right here, the original one does have the Sterling stamp on it. And I think it looks pretty much the same as far as the markings. Maybe there's a few numbers here and there, but there's nothing special compared to the original one. In fact, I think they kept it almost the same as the original one. So yeah, Don't Come Close from 1978, that reissue. Next one, next single, No Picture Sleeve, Needles and Pins, another great Ramones tune. And the B-side is a song called I Wanted Everything. Also from 1978, black vinyl, Sire record labels. I do have a copy of the original one. This is also a promo copy, so there might be some differences, but it pretty much looks the same. Might be some minor differences here and there, but it looks like they kept it as the original one. Next single from the movie Rock and Roll High School, the song called Rock and Roll High School. And they kept the artwork from the poster of the movie. And you get the guys with Marky here, and this time on drums. And this one's from 1979. You get Rock and Roll High School in side A, and side B you get Do You Wanna Dance, the live version of Do You Wanna Dance. Another great Joey Ramone lyrics for a song. Black vinyl, classic Sire record labels. And yeah. Rock and Roll High School right there. And there's one more, and you get one of the more popular Ramones songs, I Wanna Be Sedated, no picture sleeve, just Sire record labels, black vinyl, and you get the stereo version in one side and the mono version in the other side of the same song, I Wanna Be Sedated. I actually really like that they kept the original singles design without, even for the ones that didn't have an original picture sleeve for the single, because sometimes they tend to make up something like a new design for something that was released a long time ago, and it usually doesn't work very well. I know that Green Day did that a few years ago, and I just didn't like it. I like it when they keep it as they were in the original ones. And here they are, the 10 Ramones singles. Really cool to have them as a singles box set, especially for Record Store Day, and the booklet. Yeah, I really like it. I haven't listened to them yet, so I can't comment on the sound quality, but I'm sure it's gonna be fine. If they did the same job as they did for the reissue that came out last year for the first album, I think it's gonna sound great. Again, the singles box set from the Ramones. Very happy to add it to my collection. It looks great, so I'm probably gonna be displaying it here in my music room. Again, VC, let me know if you have any questions about this singles box set. And do you pick up a copy of this one, or what do you think about it? Let me know here in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the comment section. Bye bye.